Hi everyone. So today I decided that I was just going to do a little video. It's October and my yields are slowing down, and so I wanted to come out here today and grab a few of my beans, my pole beans and some bush beans that are growing. I usually cook them together. I don't separate them when I cook them, so I'm just going to harvest them together. I don't have a whole lot, but I said, why not show you guys what I do have in Chicago's weather in October. Just a few. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7, 8, including the dragon time. So I have 8 little pots. And so I've harvested some earlier. And so now I'm just going to try to get a few more and just see what we get today. This plant, despite the number of leaves that are absent from it, this has actually been a really good plant. It has produced a whole lot, but today it doesn't have much on it. But I am going to water it and kind of encourage it along. I do see some little buds here, some new little buds there. Like I said, despite how it looks, now I promise you, despite how it looks, it has been holding its own, and I'm not going to complain about it. But I'm not going to take nothing from it today. They're really tiny. I'm just going to water this one when we're done. Same thing with this one. I did not realize that the rabbits were coming by and eating my leaves. I saw it on my little camera, but it has not taken everything. As you can see, it's still doing pretty good. It did rain yesterday, but it didn't rain enough where it watered them really well. So these don't have as many on there as they normally would. As you can see, these are a little small here, but I'm only going to take the ones that have some nice size ones on there. And so none of these do, but I'm just showing you these because I wanted to show you what they're looking like. Now this one here, this one has a few that I'm going to take today because you have to take them as they come. I can't wait for them all to get the same size or they'll start dying off. And so for this one, I am just going to take a few of them. I do have some that are already blanched that I'm going to add these to because I'm not ready to cook them all just yet. But if I leave these, they start to, they don't look right. So I'm going to take what's on here and add them to my pot in the fridge or in the freezer that I have blanched. And I really was about to pull this plant up because I'm like, we're not really doing much, but it technically is. So I'm not gonna say that it's not. The other ones are kind of small. I'll leave those. Let me just double check. Nope, here's another one out here. You have to double check for these because they definitely can blend in and hide. And I just don't want any to get too old and start to die on the plant because then it'll stop producing. And I'm going to let it produce as much as it would like. This one here is looking pretty bad, but it was giving me a few beans, so I'm gonna leave it. I don't see any more yet, but if not, I'll go ahead and pull that one. I'm just gonna come over here to my dragon tongues. I did see that there was a few on here. Now just looking at this plant, you can't see anything, but the minute you start to move leaves back, there they are. So this one is a little too small for me. I wanted to get a little bigger, but this one here I will take. So I'm going to take this one. Let me see, the mosquitoes are getting me out here. So I'm not going to be out here too long. They're trying to survive too, so let me not get, I don't want to be there breakfast, lunch, and dinner today. So I'm just going to get a few, go in and blanch them. And then when I get a decent amount, I will go ahead and cook them up. Gosh, I love the smell of vegetables. Like, it smells great over here. I know that might not be appealing to everyone, but it's definitely appealing to me. Okay. I know you can't see this, but I'm gonna pull it off so you can see it. There's a couple on here that I just want to get a little bigger, so I won't take those. Let's see. Like this one, ideally I wanted to get a little bigger. Here's one over here that's long enough. I don't know if you guys can see it. The smaller ones taste pretty good too though, but I actually want mine just a little bit bigger. See, that one's not big enough for me yet. I know. And there's only 6 plants in this pot. I did not plant this pot super dense because this was just, again, one of those I planted some seeds and just to see what I could get. I started all of these at the end of July, just so you know, just to see what I would get. Because I normally don't. And all I can say is it's doing its thing. So this is all I'm getting today. The rest are kind of small right here. Let me pick them up because they're blending in with my mulch. And I'm going to blanch them and just add them to my ones in the freezer. All right, I keep dropping them. All right, so this is what we got today. Just a small amount, but nonetheless, it's a decent amount for me to go ahead and blanch and add to what I already have. But this is how the garden's looking today, and I'm excited. If you guys are thinking about planting and growing vegetables, but you don't like that summer heat, you just really don't want to have to deal with a lot of bugs and bug activity. Now, there's still going to be something in this cool weather. But if you don't want to have to deal with it, man, listen. Fall harvesting and fall planting and fall growing is amazing to me. Weather is beautiful. Mosquitoes are dying off. They got me right here, but they're dying off. And guess what? This is the best time. The crops are a lot easier to maintain. It's just one of those, just try it. And guess what? Most of the fall crops, most people eat. Your lettuces, your broccoli, cauliflower. Not everybody eats Brussels sprouts, but the Brussels sprouts. Just the cool weather crops that are really hardy. Not everybody does kohlrabi or even winter choy, but those as well. And you can even still get, as I'm getting, you can still get some tomatoes growing. You can still have some mint growing. You can still have some peppers growing. These are still some from the summer. So you don't have to, greens, of course. I forgot about the greens. Grow your greens. But you can still have some of your summer crops. But fall, if you're thinking about it, it's not too late. It's October. You can throw some radish in the ground. You can throw some lettuce in the ground. You can throw some varieties of endives, some varieties of your herbs like parsley and cilantro, and still get some amazing production before it gets too cold. I'm in zone 6B. I'm in Chicago. So if you guys are anywhere warmer, you can do this. So, man, my deal, you can literally still get you some good production in this time of year. I'm suspecting that I'll be good until around November. After that point, it gets a little too cold. That's when I'll go into the greenhouse. But this is the time. Everything over here on this table, these are all my summer peppers that were here for the summer. Let me just show you really quickly. You can definitely, and I actually store them out here. I don't want to, take them off my plant yet because I don't need them right now. So I'm just using the cool weather to kind of store my my peppers until I'm ready to use them. And then when it gets too cold, I'll cut them all off and I'll go ahead and store them. My poblanos are doing really well out here. So yeah, I mean, this is the time. I love coming out here and just seeing what's going on out here. Eggplant is still growing. I'm gonna cut this okra. I still got even okra still growing. So this is the time. If you're thinking about it, think no more. Just go ahead. It doesn't take long for certain crops. 25 days for radish. Some varieties of lettuce is really quick. Go ahead and throw it in the ground, and you won't be disappointed. I promise you that. Alrighty, happy growing, everyone.